As Pro Wrestling Noah continues to embark on its journey, on its green journey, our next stop, Nagoya. The Aichi Nagoya International Conference Center and Event Hall, to be exact, located in the Atsusa Nishi Atsuda Ward, Nagoya City in the Aichi Prefecture. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches on this card. Let's run them down. First up is a 6-man tag match. Akitoshi, Saito, Seiki Yoshioka, and Stallion Rogers battled Daichi Ozawa, Alejandro, and Mohammed Yone. I don't know what's caused a fracture within the Funky Express over the last year. I mean, I get that Tani flying the coop and starting over from scratch may have been a catalyst to this, but I didn't think it would get this bad. Either way, I'm going to go with the team of Saito, Yoshioka, and Rogers to win this, mostly because Daichi Ozawa is a young boy. He's eating the pin. He's in there to be a little more than a damage sponge. Next up, Hajime Ohara versus Hiroki / High 69 / Neo / whatever the fuck you want to call him. Hiroki was recently kicked out of Congo for one reason or another. I don't remember what the reason was, but he was kicked out of Congo. Let's face it, juniors in that faction are dropping like flies. The only two left at this point are Ohara and Suji Kondo. The latter of whom, at the moment, to the best of my knowledge, is the current Open the Twin Gate champions, one half of the Open the Twin Gate champions with Keno. Let me just double check. Which are the tag titles from Dragon Gate. Nope, they dropped them 2 weeks ago to Susumu Mochizuki and Yasushi Kanda. Interesting. How many times did Keno and Kondo defend those belts? Let's see. Here we go. Just once in 59 days. Tough break. Anyway, my pick for this one is Ohara. We move on to the next match, another 6-man, which pits G1 Climax participant Kaito Kiyomiya teaming with AMAKUSA and Super Crazy to take on Kai Fujimura, Yoshinari Ogawa, and GHC National Openweight Champion El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. See how long Hijo's held the belt. 217. And this is just in his individual run, in his first run alone. Hold it 12 more days and it'll eclipse Keno's first run. And if he can hold on to it for 75 more days, he'll have eclipsed Masakatsu Funaki for the longest individual run ever in the history of the belt. Interesting. Granted, I don't see Hijo defending the title again until after N1 victory, just prior to or after N1 victory. Anyway, for this six-man tag match, Kiyomiya needs to build up momentum going into the G1 next month. I say Fujimura eats the pin, and Kiyomiya gets the pin for his squad. I'm taking Kiyomiya, AMAKUSA, and Super Crazy to win this. Next up is Shuhei Taniguchi against the leader of the new faction, Real, Hideki Suzuki, who broke away from Suguragun, taking Saxon Huxley and Timothy Thatcher with him. I'm going to give this one to Suzuki, for those wondering how this is going to pan out in my head. So let's move on. Daiki Inaba and Atsushi Kotoge versus Naomichi Marufuji and Eita. Eita has been going alone since PDM broke up and Daga stabbed him in the back. That was all in the course of a year. It's not been an easy fit for him as a babyface, but I'll take it with a grain of salt. I'm taking his run with a grain of salt. Marufuji is the accustomed babyface of Noah. And a tag match is more down his alley. In my opinion, experience will win it out. I'm giving this to Eita and Marufuji. I wouldn't be surprised if Marufuji would be willing to pass the torch down to Inaba. Next, we have a six-man tag. Another six-man tag match. In this one, we have Sean Legacy teaming with Chris Ridgway and Daga of Stinger. Their opponents, the good-looking guys, Jack Morris and GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Yohei and Tadasuke. We have an established unit against two-thirds of an established unit. And a freelancer who's looking for somewhere to land. Because, trust me, I don't believe Sean Legacy is allied with Stinger, mostly due to the fact that, in my view, Stinger is more of a team of juniors. Let me see. How heavy is this guy? Let's see. 94 kilograms multiplied by 2.2. Oh, he's barely a junior. So when did he side with Stinger is my question. Mostly known in viral pro wrestling. Legacy made his debut in Noah about 2 months ago. Those wondering how old this kid is? He's 28. He's 27, going on 28. There we go. My pick to win this one, I'm going to go GLG. But would it surprise me if one of the Stinger boys pins one half of the GHC Junior Tag Champs to solidify their GHC Junior Tag Title shot next month? Or at some point between now and July? Whenever their destination event is? No, it wouldn't. Not in my mind, anyway. Moving on. Congo versus Axes. Keno and Manabu Soya, who fresh off dropping the All Japan World Tag Team titles, to Zen Nishin Jidai, into the team of Zen Nishin Jidai, which is Kento Miyahara and Yuma Aoyagi, just yesterday. Or this morning. I don't know when they dropped them. Let's see. Oh, they just dropped them today. After 86 days and 2 defenses, Miyahara is now a 5-time All Japan World Tag Champ, and Aoyagi a 3-time World Tag Team Champion. A tough break for Keno and Soya, but it was bound to happen. This all stems from the fact that at Majestic last month, Nakajima, Soya, and Keno defeated Marufuji, Kiyomiya, and Shiozaki in Go's return to Noah after sitting on the shelf since the N1 victory from injury. Again. But after the match, Nakajima helped Shiozaki up and offered to reform their tag team of Axes. And this did not go over well with Keno. While I was willing to let go, the fact that Keno threw at the last 3 years, and that Nakajima threw his last 3 years in 2.5 to 3 years with Congo under the bus for this baffles Keno. But there was always a bit of a chance that if Shiozaki came back, Nakajima would return to his side at one point or another. And sure enough, it happened. I'm going to give this one to Axes, believe it or not. They're getting that tag team rust shaken off, and it would be a major step to catapulting themselves back to a landscape they haven't been to in a while, fighting for the GHC heavyweight tag titles if they get the win here. Next up, the GHC junior heavyweight titles on the line. Dante Leon challenges Hayata. In each of his last 2 reigns, Hayata has been looking for one goal, namely, eclipse Taiji Ishimori's defense record. The last 2 times he's come up short. In his 3rd reign, he got ended early last year at the hands of Daisuke Harada, who later had to retire due to neck issues. And in his 4th reign, cut short in October following an elbow injury during a match against Ninja Mac, which led to him forfeiting the title to Mac. And then Mac dropped it to Dante Leon, who then dropped about a little less than a month later, and then he dropped it to AMAKUSA before 2022 closed out. And Hayata had to wait until Sendai in April to get the belt back. Oh, hi, guys. Anyway, my pick to win in this one, I'm going to go Hayata to retain. He's going to give Dante Leon such a headache. He gave it to Ninja Mac and Ryogoku. He's going to do it again to Dante here. Next up, for the GHC Heavyweight Tag Team titles, Masa Kitamiya and Yoshiki Inamura defend against new champions Timothy Thatcher. Challenge the new champions Timothy Thatcher and Saxon Huxley. I didn't watch a lot of NXT UK, but I did hear a bit about Huxley, and this guy is a beast. Thatcher, I've known quite a bit about for a few years. More so in the last year since he signed his contract with Noah. This will be power, three power guys, and one guy that bases himself on technical prowess. When you have a couple of kids facing off against you, it'll be the experience that wins the day. For those wondering, the faction that Saxon's part of, along with Thatcher, it's called Real, as I mentioned. Let's see how this big, burly 35-year-old compliments the grizzled and refined Thatcher, the 40-year-old Timothy Thatcher. I'm going to give this one to Thatcher and Huxley, believe it or not. I mean, granted, the GHC heavyweight tag titles have been bouncing around like hot potatoes lately, so would I be surprised if Kiyomiya and Inamura capture the gold? No, I wouldn't. Finally, we're at the main event for the GHC Heavyweight Championship. Takashi Sugiura challenges. He goes one-on-one with the champion, the leader of good-looking guys, Jake Lee. Though ironically, Sugi did not challenge Lee for this, issue the challenge for Lee to have this match. It was the other way around. Lee challenged Sugiura to face him for the GHC heavyweight title in an odd role reversal. Now, why did Jake Lee pick Sugiura? In my mind, it's because of all the accolades to Sugiura's name. I mean, especially when you consider that the Killing Machine, for the longest time, has been considered one of the aces of Noah. For a 53-year-old. I mean, let me just run down his accolades in Noah alone. Two-time GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion, two-time GHC Junior Tag Team Champion, both times with Yoshinobu Kanemaru, nine-time GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, twice with Naomichi Marufuji, once with Masato Tanaka, once with Keno, once with Kazuma Sakamoto, once with Kazushi Sakuraba, once with Shuhei Taniguchi, and once with Satoshi Kojima. He's a three-time winner of the Global Tag League, with two with Masato Tanaka, once with Kazuma Sakamoto, one-time winner of the Global League / N1 Victory. This is probably one of the most dedicated motherfuckers in Noah. And in 2011, he was actually among the top 5 wrestlers in the world, according to PWI, was Sugiura. And boy, howdy, this Burnt pretty badly. However, here's my issue with Sugi trying to win his fifth GHC heavyweight title. He's 53 years old, a good bit past his physical prime. Jake Lee, 34, still within his. Plus, when you have a guy as big and lengthy as Jake is, it's going to be hard to get most of your submissions in on him if you're Sugiura. I mean, you could use the lower center of gravity you have against Lee if you're Sugi, but I'm not sure how it would pan out. So, for this match, I'm going to give it to Jake Lee to retain. Because trust me, I am not giving Sugi, it's not, your time is gone. I mean, yes, you hold the record for longest amount of time as the GHC heavyweight champion. And yes, you do hold the record for the most defenses of the Global Honor Crown Heavyweight Championship. "23 defenses over 1,064 days over 4 reigns." And with one of those reigns actually having 14 defenses. Granted, you didn't hold it for 735 days. You may have broken Noah's defense record, but you still fell 54 days short of the reign record. Your reign ended on day 581 when you fell to Go Shiozaki on July 10th, 2011. And that was his very first run as the champion. I'm sorry, Tsugi. You're going down on Saturday. Then the question is, who gets the final shot at Lee before we go to N1, before we hit August and N1 victory? We know Kiyomiya will not be in this tournament as he's stuck with the G1, as he chose to throw himself into the G1 climax over in New Japan. But we'll see how things pan out. In either case, that's all I've got for tonight. Leave a comment, smash the like, and sub to the channel. This is Mets2128 signing out. Till next time, I bid you adieu. So goodbye, good night, bang, sayonara, arigato, odashimasu.